Hello and welcome to the MyMaths walkthrough. This is 177, Adding Algebraic Fractions. I'm going to go quite quickly because I've got quite a few questions to get through and I don't have much time to do it in. Okay, so to add and subtracting fractions, all I'm basically going to do is the 1, 2, 3 routine, multiply the bottom two together and then sort out the tops and game over. So I'm going to multiply these two together, so I'm going to multiply this by y, I'm going to multiply this by x, so I get over xy, x times y is x times xy. Multiply this side by y, I'm going to get y, and multiply that side by x, I'm going to get x. Okay, so whatever you multiply the bottom by, multiply the top. That's that one. The next one, so I'm going to multiply this side by 3y, so it's on the bottom of that side. I'm going to multiply this side by twice x. So I get 2 times 3 is 6xy. Now I'll multiply this by 3y, so I'll multiply the top. 7 times 3 is 21y. 21y plus, and then I've got 2 times 2 is 4x. Okay, and that's that one. Next one, so I'm going to multiply this by 5y. I'm going to multiply this by 2x. So I'll get 5 times 2 is 10xy. Now multiply the tops, so multiply the numerator. 1 times 5 is 5y plus, and then 1 times 2 is 2x. That one. Next one, so it's a takeaway, gotta be a little bit careful. Now I've noticed there's 11, that's 22, so if I just multiply this by 2y, I'll get 22yx, and if I just multiply this by x, I'll be good to go. So where do we go now? We've got 22xy all over 22xy. Multiply the top by 2y, 2 times 5 is 10y. Take away this time, and 1 times x is just x. Next question. We've got multiply this by 7y and multiply this by 5x. So we get 35x and a y. 1 times 7 is 7y, take away, and 1 times 5 is 5x. Last question, so there's 3 bits, I'm just going to ignore that one and I'm going to look at these two first. So to make this 7x, I can just multiply this by 7, don't have to do anything with that one. So I get over 7x. So that's 1 over 7x plus, and then 2 times 7 is 14. Take away the 1 over 2y, which equals 15 over 7x. Take away 1 over 2y. So now multiply this by 2y, multiply this by 7x, and I get 2 times 7 is 14. xy all over, and then 2 times 15 is 30y, 30y, take away 2 times 7 is 14, 1 times 7 is 7x, and that's the end of that set. Okay, so I'm basically just multiplying the bottoms by the tops by each other. That's okay, so I'm doing this cross multiplication. Right, the next set, where we've got a full equation thing going on now. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this side by that x plus 2, so multiply by x plus 2, and I'm going to multiply this one by x plus 5, and I get x plus 2 and x plus 5. You can obviously have these the other way around if you wanted to, all over. Now when I multiply these out, I've got 1 times x is 1x, and 1 times 2 is 2, so I've got x plus 2 plus, so I'm okay there, and then 1 times x and 1 times 5 is x plus 5, and then all I'll do to finish with is I'll just simplify this thing, so I'll have twice x plus 7 all over, and I'd have those two brackets back in play again, x plus 2, x plus 5 in the brackets. Okay, next question. Now it's a takeaway, so I've got to be careful. So I'm going to multiply this side by x plus 2, I'm going to multiply this side by x plus 5, but I've got to remember it's a takeaway. So we've got, on the bottom, I'm going to have x plus 2, x plus 5 again. Again, it doesn't matter if you've got these either way around. On the top, 5 times x is 5x, 5 times 2 is 10, so 5x plus 10. But then I'm taking away, and I'm going to leave this one in brackets, 3x and 15, so 3x plus 15. And then when I simplify that, I get 5x take away this 3x is 2x, and plus 10 take away the 15 is minus 5. And you've just got to be careful whenever you see double bracket, CVC and minus sign, okay, take away sign. Just be careful, then I'd have x plus 2, x plus 5 in the brackets. Next one, multiply by x plus 2 again, and multiply x plus 5. So guess what I'm going to have on the bottom, x plus 2 and x plus 5. Tops, I'm going to have x plus 2, take away, and then 1 times x plus 5 is going to be on the top. So what's that going to get me? So x take away x, the x's are gone. I've got 2 take away 5 is minus 3 over x plus 2, x plus 5 on the bottom. Okay, so I've just got to be careful with the negative signs. You'll notice I'll put them in brackets after when as soon as I see a take away sign, I'll put them in brackets. Next one, got something different. X take away 4, x plus 6. So do the multiplications. So we're going to have equals, and this time we're going to have x take away 4, x plus 6, and you should be able to have them the other way around if you wanted to. Times on the top, 5x take away 20, 5x take away 20, plus, it's okay, 6x plus 36, oops, forgot the x, 6x plus 36 equals 5x and 6x is 11x's, and then I've got minus 20 but plus 36 is plus 16, all over x take away 4, x plus 6. Next one, so multiplying by x plus 3, multiplying by x plus 2, and I get equals, so I've got what is it, x plus 2, x plus 3 on the bottom, x plus 2, x plus 3 on the bottom, and then I've got on the top, I've got 6x plus 18, 6x plus 18 plus 5x plus 10, 5x plus 10, 6 and 5 is 11x plus 28 over x plus 2, x plus 3. Okay. Last question, is an x. It's interesting. X plus 1, x plus 3, so that's what you're multiplying by. So you're going to have x plus 1, x plus 3 on the bottom. And on the top we're going to have x times x is x squared. X times 1 is plus x. Then you're taking away, and I'm putting this in brackets because I said take away. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 3 is 15, so plus 15 there. And this thing equals x squared. X take away 5x is take away 4x. Take away 15, all over x plus 1 and x plus 3. Okay, and that for me is about, yep, I'm happy there, that's done. And that's how you add or take away algebraic fractions. So you're doing this multiplication cross multiplication thing. Alright, I just want to quickly go back to one question. I'm going to go back to this one, which was over here. So this one, so if I have 5 over 11x again, take away 1 over 22y, I could just go for the multiply by 22y multiplied by the 11x job. And what happens is I'll get 110y take away 11x all over 11 times 22, that's huge, 220, 242xy. And then the thing now is that everything in here will divide by 11, so I could divide this by 11, divide this by 11, and if I can do that, I can divide the bottom by 11, and I get back to 10y take away x, 1x, all over 22xy, which is what I got when I did it the first time. So you can in fact go for just multiply bottoms together, but you do have to look for cancel them down, and that's something we'll revisit at some point. Alright, so that's adding algebraic fractions. Have a go, see what you can come up with.